Okay. All right. Video journal number something. I don't know how many it's been. Um, so yeah, fun times have happened. Tried getting a COVID test yesterday, but it didn't really work out because apparently people are just kind of running out of them, which is a little concerning, but I guess it's a pretty good thing because that means that people are getting tested, right? Oh gosh, what if there's some conspiracy something where people are just like, oh gosh, COVID isn't real, so let's just use up all the tests so that people don't get freaked out by it and they're just causing problems for everybody. Anyway, let's see what else happened. So I am still at grandma's house. I have to get a COVID test before mom accepts me back into the house, back into the home. Um, my dog is alert. Did the door just open? Do I have to mute? Eh, it's alright. So, what else? Oh yeah, me and Grandma we went to Walgreens yesterday, or CVS, and while we were there yet, I looked on the Christmas discount shelf, and it had, I'm on the right layout, right? Okay. Um, it had this fruitcake looking thing, which was basically fruitcake, but it had figs and raisins, and it was really soft. I forget what it's called right now, but we'll figure it out. Um, let's see, school started on Tuesday. Yesterday. It started yesterday. So now I can do homework. Yay! Yay! Yeah, no, it's not a yay. I don't want to do it. Honestly, it doesn't really make much sense because I am performing arts major, so why are they having me do so many science classes? I am taking a physical science class, and in it, apparently, I also have to deal with physics-based stuff. Why? I'm teaching music. I'm not going to be teaching physics ever. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, I'm not. Because, like, I suck at physics. In high school, the only reason I passed that class was because COVID-19 happened. That was literally my saving grace for the grade. Because when it hit, like the school decided, all right, let's freeze the grades. And so, yeah, that is what saved both my physics grade and my calculus grade that year. I'm gonna turn this into a tablet, that'll be easier. Um, all right, what else happened? Oh, I got grandma to try well, I also tried this, but yesterday he tried the Ultra Gold Monster, which is really good. It's a pineapple flavor. And so, yeah, it was pretty nice. It's like what had happened was like, all right, let's try this because we are also eating the fruitcake. And you're like, yeah, it tasted really good with the fruitcake. Um, So what happened was Grandma was like, "Hey, can I try a sip?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." She took a sip and she just like handed me the can and then turned around, grabbed a cup out of the cupboard, and it was like, "Pour me a glass." I was like, "Yeah, I bet." So that was good. Um, she especially liked the fact that it was sugar free. Uh, we also got Coke Zero, and I tried that today, and it was very interesting flavor. I don't know how to like. It tasted like extra fall, which is kind of weird. Uh, stop. Let's just hope that won't get me in trouble. Um, so yeah. Yeah, it's not like anybody's watching. So yeah, there's that. And then today I tried the mango loco, which is probably my new favorite, as it gave me memories of being in Hawaii because, mangoes. You know what? I'm gonna accept this. Small person. Except I gotta color it. Darn. Um, what else? What should I color this as? Um, what else has happened? Alright, mango loco is my new favorite flavor. School started. Reminisced earlier about past injuries because I can look back on those and laugh now. Laugh at just how dumb I was. Like, my gosh. I don't think anybody besides myself would ever be dumb enough to get on a bike with no brakes and then have a bike race on the day of learning how to ride a bike. Pretty sure I'm the only idiot that's dumb enough to do that. At least I really hope I'm the only idiot that's dumb enough to do that. Um, let's see. Uh, got assignments to do, so I might keep this short. Oh yeah, I also have a live lesson today, so that's gonna be fun. Just dropped a thing. Um, it's for my art class. I thought it was gonna be at 6 o'clock, but apparently it's at 7. So that was a good surprise. Very happy days on that. Now that I think about it, I wish I would have spent that extra hour taking a nap. But I gotta do this journaling thing or else I'll forget it all. And yeah, I'm gonna. What time is it? Oh, it's only been 10 minutes. Uh, and anyway, uh, messaged a couple of my friends I hadn't seen in a while because I had like two dreams about him in like the past couple days, in the past week really, I think. I don't know. I only do this journaling thing on Mondays and Tuesdays, or Mondays and Wednesdays. So what happens on Tuesday, uh, stays on Tuesday. But just trying yeah, I'll send him a message in a bit before the lesson starts. I was like, I haven't seen them. They're my buddies. I messaged them on New Year's saying, hey, Happy New Year. And that was the last interaction I got from them. But I may not talk to them for too long because like they have their own school to deal with. I think they're in a different college than me. Darn it. Hold on. Boop. Now I can do that. Do that. All right. I just had to make the screen a little bit brighter because, yeah. Mm. Sing me a song. Yeah, no. I could actually have music behind that song. Or something to go off of. Um, yeah. Uh, what else? Whoever says thick thighs save lives, also remember thick thighs murder genes. 'Cause my gosh, can't wear pair of jeans for more than like 7 or 8 days without getting holes in them. In the thigh area, yeah. 'Cause, you know, friction and all that junk. Which really isn't fun. Cause then, cause okay, so my jeans got a hole in them. So I decided, all right, I'm gonna try and fix it. Some needle and thread. I did. When I sat down earlier, I realized, oh hey, there's an even bigger hole in this. That's fun. So yeah, I just changed pants for today. Let's see what else. Last night's sleep was very cozy. It was warm because I had two blankets on. Also, I think the two dogs helped just a little. Um, oh yeah, in my shared world with my friend Minecraft, I found a an abandoned mine. That was really cool. Terrifying, absolutely terrifying. But I plan to put down some water and just kind of explore. I really like exploring everywhere in that game, especially like using water as transportation, cause like it's just safe mostly. Yeah, mostly. Um, my friend doesn't really have the best times with it, but I like it. It's just really neat. Um, also learned that it is good to carry gravel and sand because it helps keep you from dying. I'm kind of wondering, if I were to just like take the entirety of like the upper half of the cave off and let sunlight in, would the sunlight actually reach? Because like it's super low underground. It's like -50 is like the midway point. So I don't know. What I want to try is just honestly, just want to find a giant mine shaft, go into creative mode, and just go wild. See what kind of things are in there. Probably gonna do that in another world that I've got. That hand is too small. Bless you. Dalgo sneezed. Um, started listening to the No Sleep podcast earlier, so that was fun. I really don't like how that looks, but okay. Shine like a fire. Yeah. What else? These legs are concerningly short. Yeah, I know that I'm saying this, which is kind of dumb because I have very short legs. But yeah, that's better. Like what they were at before is short even by my standards. Just disproportionate. Mm, how long have I been here? Alright. Oh, I made a no-bake cheesecake today. The strawberry kind. Um, remember not to leave those on the shelf for too long, or else the crust will kind of have like an oil kind of thing. Like imagine canola oil, but just the flavor, not the texture, not the consistency, just the flavor. Add that to some crunchiness for the crust, and then boom. Everything else, all the other parts of it taste really good though. So that's good. Yeah, apparently Grandma had left that on the like in the pantry for like 2 years or something. Oh man. Honestly, I just want to sleep through this entire semester. Oh gosh, I have to do FAFSA, FAFSA, the application for student aid. I think that's what it is. Um, let's see. I got an email on that today. else? Oh, I started reading the Tao Te Ching. Really hope I said that right. It so far it is very confusing, but I get the feeling that it'll make sense on like the second or third read through. And it's only like not even 20 something pages. It's like in the PDF that I got, the whole thing is 24 pages. 5 of those pages are just like introduction, cover page, stuff like that. But like it's written in like a poem format. Hey, I thought that Art of War was in an interesting format, but Tao Te Ching, that has a whole other thing going for it. Um, yeah. The first parts were talking a lot about how you can't have one thing without the other. It was just a lot of back and forth on like in light there is dark kind of deal. In dark there is light. Good there is evil. Uh, let me read through it a bit. Hold on. Because like this is a thing that I do want to remember. Hold on. Uh, right, okay. Hold on, I gotta. And just find a way. Right, strategy. Where is it? There it is. 5 colors blind the eye, 5 tones deafen the ear, 5 flavors dull the taste, racing and hunting madden the mind, precious things lead one astray. Therefore the sage is guided by what he feels and not by what he sees. He lets go of that and chooses this. Right, so apparently there's 80 something chapters in this, and that right there was chapter 12 on page 8. Page 8 is after 5 pages of introduction. Hold on, I gotta mute real quick. I return. But yeah, it's just confusing. More, sorry, More words count less. That is same idea of talk less, smile more. Um, from above it is not bright, from below it is not dark. An unbroken thread beyond description. It returns to nothingness, the form of the formless, the image of the imageless. It is called indefinable and beyond imagination. Stand before it, and there is no beginning. Follow it, and there is no end. Stay with the ancient Tao. Move with the present. Knowing the ancient beginning is the essence of Tao. Like, what the heck does that mean? Can I get some, like, modern translations in here? And I'm glad that there's an English translation, but honestly, it looks like a bunch of words, but I really do want to read through it. Like, beep, boop. It does read pretty interesting. Like, I'm gonna have to, like, read through it, like, several times to understand what's going on. I feel like I'm not sure if it's just, like, translation's a little wonk, or if that was, like, the intentions of this dude. What is going on with that? But yeah, I would just like to understand a little more than what I do now. I'd just be real nifty, you know? Um, so yeah. What else? What else? What else? How long have I been here? Yay, almost 30 minutes. I'm gonna go at least for an hour, so yeah. Apparently I can do that because class doesn't start until 7. Why on earth a teacher would choose 7, I don't understand, but I'm not entirely complaining. It's just like, okay, 7 o'clock, see you then. 7 in the afternoon. Sweet. I don't have to get up at some ungodly hour. Oh yeah, by the way, I really like this dry marker because I did a thing earlier. Yeah, so is this the one? This is the one. Shush. Yeah, no, it's not that part of the picture. Hold on. So I was listening to a playlist, yes, last night, a little bit after I had tried the Ultra Gold, and I decided, hey, let's listen to some Royal Sounding playlist. And I ended up listening to Midnight Waltz on repeat, and I came up with this. And I really like it because, yeah, the shading I really like, but most of it was done with this one. So yeah, open recent Dino, obviously. Alright, yeah, I just really like this marker right now because, yeah, it's got that nice grainy kind of look to it. I'm just like, yeah. And the fact that the opacity depends on how hard you press down on the pen. And you can just kind of do as much or as little detail as you want. It's just really nice. And you just I thought I'd minimized all my stuff, but apparently not. Are there actually stars in the universe that are cold enough to be touched by the human hand? Hmm. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Dum 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 dum. Prompts art. Serial killer that uses technology as a weapon. An interesting concept. Uh-huh. What the heck? That's a cursed image. Um, um, right. Stuff's gotta, right. I have journaling. Alright. There we go. So, how about that brushy? Just so nice. So happy to Please stop. So happy to work with just a happy brush. World needs as much happiness as it can get right now. Or at least I do. Why is the skin blue? Why is that the color that I'm going with? I... Don't you just love it when nothing makes any sense whatsoever? I guess this is my character now. Like, what? Water genasi or something? Uh, didn't really have any reference for myself in the dream, so I guess we're just going Tumblr blue. That looks like a face, right? Right? Shoot. What? No! That's the wrong layer. Hold on, someone summons me on Discord. Who summons me? Somebody else having a stream. Ah. Yeah, I did another one with the dry marker. That was fun. What? Right. Yeah. Alright, what else has happened? I believe it's been over a week since I got here. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, wasn't planning on being here that long.
But then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all three elements.
Wait, no, there's there's four of them. Is that what mouths look like? No, I refuse. Alright, I can live with that. Let's say I put on eyeliner that day. Sometimes I put on eyeliner, sometimes I don't.
When I do, it's 'cause I feel like being fancy.
Ah. How long have I been here? Alright, I'm gonna read stuff. Because, again, the ancient masters were subtle, mysterious, profound, responsive. The depth of their knowledge is unfathomable. Because it is unfathomable, all we can do is describe their appearance. Watchful, like men crossing a winter stream. Alert, like men aware of danger. My butt hurts. Try not to sit on the floor for several hours at a time. Courteous like visiting guests, yielding like ice about to melt, simple like uncarved blocks of wood, hollow like caves, opaque like muddy pools. Who can wait quietly while the mud settles? Who can remain still until the moment of action? Observers of the Tao do not seek fulfillment.
Why not?
Not seeking fulfillment, they are not swayed by desire for change. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but I'm glad that there is a, how was it called? There is a point to that, sort of.
Empty yourself of everything. Let the mind become still.
The 10,000 things rise and fall while the self watches their return. Hold on, hold on. How do I fix all this? I gotta, I gotta change this stream name. Hold on. Oh, nope. Manage. There we go. I did not want to click on my own video. Eh. Ew. Um. Oh shoot. Where's? No. Where's the other? Okay, I have to find some things. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna go silent for a quick second. There we go. Okay, crisis averted. Um, yeah, apparently earbuds take up power over time and slowly, um, yeah, right now. There it is. Details all at once. And I'm reading stuff. Yay! Perfect. Um, empty yourself of everything. Let my blah, 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 blah. Wait, is that where I was? Yeah, that is. Empty yourself of everything. Let the mind become still. The 10,000 things rise and fall while the self watches their return. They grow and flourish and then return to the source. Returning to the source is stillness, which is the way of nature. The way of nature is unchanging, knowing constancy? I feel like it would be consistency, but okay. You go, Latsu. Hold on, let me just. How do you want to keep drawing? So let me just. Nip, loop. And then why do that? Is it gonna be. Yeah, it will, but that's okay. What? Right, alright, anyway. Ah, okay. Yeah, let me just put that back there. Oh my gosh, I just saw the word give up your troubles, and my brain just went never gonna. Never gonna? Um, come on, move. There we go. The way of nature is unchanging. Knowing constancy is insight. Not knowing constancy leads to disaster. With an open mind, you will be open-hearted. Being being open-hearted, you will act royally. Being royal, you will attain the divine. Being divine, you will be at one with the Tao. Being at one with the Tao is eternal, and though the body dies, the Tao will never pass away. Yeah, okay, that's enough reading for now. Right. So, moral of the story, I have no idea what's going on half the time. This is the half that I don't know what's going on. And I've been here for 49 minutes, gosh darn it. Seriously, usually caffeine is kind of like a speed boost, sort of. Not in that it makes me more hyper, like sometimes it does that. Only sometimes, not all the time. But usually it's a way for me to just kind of press fast forward on life. Because like my perception of time changes very drastically whenever I drink like that one coffee. But right now it's just like, no, you gotta wait. Sucks to suck. Guess you gotta perceive time regularly. Oh, what's that? You're complaining about it now? Guess time will just feel really slow then. It just does that. It's just like, eh, eh. Wait, what? He's calling you What do you mean? What do you mean? Let's see. Once at the village, she went to her house and dropped off all her stuff. That's nice of her. Um, oh yeah, I have The Prince and the Pauper over here. So I found the book, and I was reading it yesterday. My grandma saw me reading it. She was like, "Oh, you're reading the easy version of the book?" I was like, "I'm sorry, this is the easy version? There's pain already in the first, not even the first chapter, like the first page." And it's just like, yeah, no, there's like an original version to this. So I'm just gonna start off in the beginning. Not the beginning, but like where I left off. Tom did not know what to do. Lord Hertford? Whispered to him and made a sign with his hand, showing Tom how to dismiss the others. The fact that they think that the fact that the king wasn't able to like tell his own child, that is, is this family okay? It looks like apparently the dad is King Henry VIII, so I think the answer to that is a solid no. But still. Wait a second, who's the mom? Elizabeth. Huh? This is. Who's the mom? So he's King Henry VIII. VIII. Is it? Who's that lady? The one that died, yeah? Because, like, wasn't she the only one that actually had a son? Is that? Oh my gosh. Mark Twain, what are you writing? Um, Then Lord St. John relayed the king's command. Tom was to hide his illness as best he could until he was fully cured. He was not to deny that he was the true Prince of Wales. He was to strive to remember all of the people and things that he had forgotten. At this moment the Lady Elizabeth, the prince's sister, and Lady Jane Grey were announced. Lord Hertford warned the girls not to act surprised at the prince's memory lapses. Since there was nothing he could do to change the situation, Tom decided to obey the king's commands. Conversation between Tom and the young ladies was awkward. Luckily, every time Tom started to say something embarrassing, Lady Elizabeth or Lord Hertford stopped him. Then Lord Hertford suggested that the prince's studies be postponed, and he spend his time in more leisurely pursuits. "What a shame," Lady Jane said. "Don't worry. Soon you'll begin your studies again, and be able to speak as many languages as your father." "My father!" cried Tom, off guard for the moment. "Only the swine in kennels can understand his language." He looked up and saw Lord St. John staring at him. Tom blushed. Lord Hertford explained that the boy's illness had caused this rude behavior. Um, yeah. As time went on, Tom grew more at ease in his new role. The royal family and servants were intent on helping him. The young ladies of the house became Tom's new friends. Tom was amazed at the number of servants. There were servants to get him a glass of water when he was thirsty, and servants to undress him at bedtime. One night, when Tom was in bed, his two guardians discussed his situation. "What do you make of it?" Lord St. John asked. "I think that the king is near his end, and a madman will soon reign," Lord Hertford replied. King Henry was. It seems strange to me that his madness stripped him of his speech and manners," Lord St. John observed. "It's odd that he completely forgot all of the languages he knew. Maybe he is not the prince as he said." "That is treason," Lord Hertford said. "He looks exactly the same as before. Of course he is the true prince."
Whatever helps you sleep at night, bud. In the afternoon, the servants dressed Tom for dinner. Then they led him to a spacious apartment, where a table was set for one. The furniture was made of gold. The room was half filled with servants. One servant fastened a napkin around Tom's neck. A royal taster stood by to taste any suspicious dish on command. An hour earlier, the servants had been instructed to recall that the prince was temporarily out of his mind. They were told not to react to his statements and odd behavior. It made them very sad to see their beloved prince in such a state. I got a little picture of this kid smiling. All things considered, yeah, that would make sense. Let me just add lines. Chest. No! Perfect. How long have I been here? Oh my gosh. 4 more minutes. Tom ate with his fingers, but no one smiled or even seemed to notice. He inspected his napkin curiously. "Take it away before I ruin it," he said. Tom examined the turnips and lettuce with interest. He'd never seen such food before. He asked what they were and if they were to be eaten. When he finished his dessert, he filled his pockets with nuts. No one appeared to notice, but Tom felt that he had done a very unprincely thing. Uh, He didn't have time to worry about it, though, for his nose began to itch and twitch. His eyes filled with tears as he ran to his guardians. "Please tell me the proper thing to do," Tom cried. "My nose is very itchy. What is the correct procedure for such a situation?" No one smiled. They all looked at each other for the answer. There was no royal nose scratcher. Meanwhile, tears flowed down Tom's cheeks. Finally, he could no longer bear it and he scratched his nose himself. After dinner, a servant. Oh, this poor child. This poor child. Like, suddenly he's just, like, thrust into this situation. And it's just like, yeah. Yeah. My gosh. Imagine suddenly you're like, whoops, I'm a prince now. I don't know what to do for half the time. Which is honestly a mood. Alright, let's draw these lines. How long? Yeah, most of the time I'm very happy to go like several hours, but today it is nighttime. I am tired. I have class. You just gotta get through it. Dang. After dinner, a servant held a bowl of rose water up to Tom. The water was for Tom to clean his hands and mouth. He gazed at the dish for a moment or two. Then he raised the bowl to his lips and began to drink the water. The servants pretended not to notice. At his own request, At his own request, Tom went back to his room to be alone. Several pieces of shiny steel armor suit, covered with beautiful designs of gold, hung from the hooks on the wall. This armor belonged to the real prince. Tom tried on the suit, and he remembered the nuts he had taken. He thought it would be nice to enjoy them without people watching. So he took the armor off and began to crack the nuts. When he was finished eating, he found a book on the etiquette of the English court. He sat down to read it. This was the first time he had felt happy since he had become a prince. Late in the afternoon, the king awoke. Chapter 7. Late in the afternoon, the king awoke from a nap. He muttered to himself, "What troubling dreams! My end is now at hand, but I will not die until my wish is carried out." The Lord Chancellor entered the room. "I have given the order," he said. "The members of Parliament are now awaiting official word from you." "How long have I have waited for this moment," the king said. "I put my great seal into effect." You gave the Great Seal to the Prince 2 days ago, the Lord Chancellor gently reminded the king. Shall it be retrieved now? The king commanded that the Great Seal be. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's a small. What kind of seals are these guys using? And why did he give it to the prince? This kid's literally a. Oh wait. Mortality rates back then. Um. Hold up. The king commanded that the Great Seal be retrieved. Lord Hertford ran off to find Tom. He returned empty-handed. It hurts me to say so, but the prince's illness remains. Lord Hertford said. He does not remember anything about the Great Seal. We have searched, but cannot find it. A groan from the king interrupted the lord. Trouble the poor child no more, the king said. Carry out the sentence without the Great Seal. Use the small seal instead. Why? Oh, the Lord Chancellor appointed the next day for the Duke of Norfolk to be beheaded. I don't. Okay, it said something about that earlier in the story, but I don't remember it. Also, I'm gonna stop reading it right now because, felt like it. My journal, my rules. Can you get a copyright strike for reading stories? Like, can I? Is that a thing? Is that gonna be a thing ever? I hope it won't be, but still. That'd be funny. Kinda suck for some of my favorite podcasts, but still. How long? Hey, it's been an hour. Here, let me just do it. And yeah, I'm gonna end this right here because I am bored and I want to lie down. And it's been